Okay, good morning students. Today we are going to deal the last topic of second unit of sales and distribution management in marketing specialization, that is value added selling. Okay, that is what value added selling. If we talk about value added selling, then the concept of value added selling means it is one of the sales techniques that relies on building on the inherent value of a product or service. Value added selling is a proactive philosophy of seeking ways to enhance, augment, or enlarge your bundled package solution for the customer. Exactly. It is what, if we talk about value added, then it is the entire bundling of the product related to its inherent quality, inherent values, as well as the entire services which we are giving to the customers related to the products and services. Okay, and how we are going to satisfy the customers with respect to the values which we are inculcating with the products, and those values are going to benefit the customers. That is known as what? Value added selling. Okay, it is promising a lot and delivering more. Exactly. In this, whatever the promises which is being done by the company or the personal seller to the customers, they provide more to the customers, more than that. Okay, always looking for ways to exceed the customer expectations. It means that more than customers expectation they are going to provide to the customers. Value added sales people do not wait for the customer to complain. This is what the very basic gist, or we can say that the very basic motive of value added sales is that value added selling is that they do not wait for the customer to complain about the price. Rather, the sales people build more value on the product so that price becomes less. Exactly. This is what a very technical kind of quality which is being imbibed in most of the experienced sales people, that they present their products and services in front of the customers in such a wonderful way that the price of the product becomes very low and the quality of the products is much far better than the price which they are paying for. That is what value added selling. Okay, and with the help of this diagram we can also see value added selling. You can see this diagram. Okay, in this diagram you can see carefully about this diagram. This diagram shows about value added selling. Okay, in this diagram दिख रहा है, in this diagram you can see that at the very middle there is value. Okay, after that value, the very first thing is what? Committing. The very first thing we hear is known as what? Committing कहाँ है? Committing. यहाँ देखिए commitment, that is known as what? Committing. Value किससे होता है? Commitment से, committee से generate होता है कि आप commitment देते हो. You commit to the customers. After the commitment, you engage the customers. You engage it means you are going to engage the total attention of the customer towards yourself related to the values of the products and services or company which you are having. After that, explaining. You can find out the third, that is known as what? Explaining. Means you have to explain. Means listen and learn discovery. This is known as what? Listen. This is also known as what? Listen and learn discovery. This listen and learn discovery is related to the explaining part. Okay, here when the customers, you engage the customers, then they start listening to you, then they start learning from you, they discover the things from you. That is known as what? Engaging. Okay, after engaging, after giving the total information to the customers, the next step you have to follow in the value, that is exploring. Okay, this is known as what? Exploring means guided discovery. This is known as what? Now the exploring here is related to what? Exploring here. This value of exploring is related to the guided discovery. If we talk about this guided discovery, then the entire guided discovery is related to the exploring. Exploring goes to the value of these things. And here in this guided discovery, what is being done? The important phase here which is being done here in the guided discovery related to the exploring part is that here the customers starts listening to you. In the very early phase, the customer starts listening to you, maintain a kind of belief and faith in your speech, in your presentation. Afterwards, you start exploring. It means that you move the customer towards your own area, towards your own discovery part, and try to position the image of the product in the mind of the customers. Okay, that is known as what? Exploring. After that, confirming. Confirming, here you can see that after that confirmation comes. Means the customer confirms you that okay, the product is good, we are satisfied with the product. That is known as what? The confirmation. That is also related with the value. And after that, the last which comes is known as what? Considering. And last, it considers. The customer consider your things and recommendations, and you just recommend to the customers related to the product, services, related to the product's value. That is what at last value, that is known as what? Consideration, or the consider, where you are going to recommend to the customers. Okay, the recommendation by you is given to the customers. Okay, this is what the diagram of say value added selling. Okay, now let us talk about the value added selling beliefs. What are those beliefs which is being generated while doing the value added selling? Okay, number first, trust in great relationships. Exactly, this is what the very first belief in value added selling, that is trust, generating a kind of trust. That was a great relationship. Trust is a great relationship. If you trust, if two people trust each other, like each other, and want to do business with each other, they will work out the details. Exactly. It means that if you generate a kind of trust, your integrity, your honesty, अगर आप trust generate कर लेते हो, तब आप अपने पार्टनर से, वो आपका पार्टनर हो गया, एक कस्टमर आपका क्या हो जाता है? कन्वर्ट हो जाता है पार्टनर में. तब आप उससे सारी चीजों को डिटेल्स में डिस्कस कर सकते हो. दूसरा जो बिलीफ है वो क्या है? कमिटमेंट ऑफ इक्विटी. एग्जैक्टली, दिस इज व्हाट अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म, दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट? कमिटमेंट ऑफ इक्विटी. इट मीन्स दैट टू make satisfy the customer related to the equity part, that you are totally equal, you are totally with us, and all those commitments which are being given by us, that should be fulfilled. That is known as what? Commitment of equity. Okay, the third one is what? Customer value focus. This is also a very important term, that is known as what? Customer value focus. That we are going to focus the value of the customer. That is value added sales people define value in customer terms, not seller terms. Exactly, not in the terms of sellers but in the terms of customers. And the fourth one is what? Selling a bundled package solution. It means that we are going to sell to the customers a bundled package solution, not only the product, but with the product we are selling our honesty, we are selling our integrity, we are selling our everything. That is known as what? Three dimensional. It is being selling of bundled package solution. In management term, in the field of sales management term, selling term, it does have three-dimensional aspects. That is your product and services. The first dimension, that you have to give the customers with the values, with the attention of the products or services. The next one is what? Your company, about your company. You have to show about your company. The customer should have to be faith on your company from where you have come up. And the third one is yourself, that customer should have trust and faith in yourself. Whatever you are saying, you are going to commit to the customers that these things would be fulfilled by you. That is known as what? The three-dimensional, the selling packages. Okay, now last we have to learn in this value added selling is about the components of value added selling. That what are the components of value added selling? Let us talk about the components of value added selling. So let us define the components of value added selling. In this component of value added selling, what we have to do in this, we have to deal with number one, that is known as what? Problem solving skills. That is the problem solving skills. That how the in the components of value added selling, we have to define the very first part, that is known as what? Problem solving skills. That we have to solve the problems. What are those components which we consider in when we are going to do the value added selling? Those are the very first component is problem solving skills. That we are having the skills on the basis of which we are going to solve the problems. Number two, follow up. Follow up is a very important. If we convince the customer, if we talk to the customers, then after that, whatever the hard work which is being done by us for convincing the customer, for doing all the sales process activities, we have to do what? We have to follow up to the customers. We have to talk to the customers later related to their feedbacks. That is known as what? Follow up. Third one is what? Accessibility. That we are always accessible to the customers. Whenever the customers are in requirement of us or the company should stand always there, or the salesperson should stand always there for the customers. That is what known as accessibility. Fourth one is knowledge. Exactly, knowledge is a very important factor. Without knowledge, nobody is going to do anything. So here we have to provide good knowledge to the salesperson. A good training would be provided to the salesperson so that they can feel strong when they talk to the customer, and they feel confidence when they talk to the customers. Okay, fifth one is what? Ability to get things done. Exactly, it means that the salesperson do have that particular ability or capability on the basis of which they can manage or deal all those hurdles which comes in between a salesperson and a customer. Okay, sixth one is what? Logistic support. Exactly, logistic support is a very important term. Why? Because this is related to the delivery. This is related to the distribution of the product and services. So, and if the logistic part of the company is strong, then only the value added selling would feel confidence enough to promote the products. They are having the product in their baskets in a abundant amount, and they can easily provide to the customers at any location, whether their customers are seated. Okay, seventh is what? Initiative. Exactly, initiative is being taken by the customers only while to interact, while to convince, while to convert anything. Initiative would be taken by the salesperson. And the eighth one is what? Integrity. Integrity is a very important factor that is related to the trust. That you should be integrated. You should show your integrity, your loyalty towards the customer. Then only the customers will become loyal to you people. Okay, so this is what the value added selling. Okay, students, thank you to all of you.